Dak Prescott seeing a future without Dallas.
Yeah.
He flat out said it. He said it, and even said, all right, I'm going to say it because he knows it sounds like a leverage play, and it's not his default to sit here and go, you know what? You think I'm we're all in on Dallas and I need to, this is the only spot I want to be at. Well, I've seen other people go somewhere else and they make the Hall of Fame. They're elite quarterbacks. Not everybody gets to play for the same franchise.
Right.
Not everyone's Aikman. Not everyone's, Elway.
It's not how it is anymore, man.
Right. Look at Brady. Look at Manning. Look at Stafford, Rodgers.
Montana.
You keep going down
all
the
the
line.
all-time greats.
Right.
They all did it.
It's very rare that you have a Marino. So I've got a top 5 list.
Oh. Of?
Top 5 spots Dak Prescott can go to and win a Super Bowl. Not named Dallas.
High five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rich's top 5.
Now,
Dak started this.
In this top 5 list of spots that Dak can go to and win a Super Bowl, it's I'm being realistic here because I'm not choosing like San Francisco. I'm not choosing like Buffalo, okay? I'm not going to be doing one of those
these
things.
Are teams that'll
these
probably
are teams
need a quarterback,
that by in 2025 potentially will be looking for a new quarterback because the one that they currently have might, leave, retire, or they're done with trying the first-year contract or done with the, Filene's basement at the quarterback spot.
Does anybody still get that reference?
No, it's bargain basement.
Filene's
Okay,
basement.
so I'm trying to go realistic here. So a team needs to have a spot open and then also have the gumption. Number 5 on this list.
Go.
They just watched their most popular player stay in division. Why wouldn't the New York Giants just say, okay, Dallas, you're going to let your guy go? We'll pay him all that money.
That would be.
It's only $20 million a year more than Daniel Jones.
Only.
We already got the spot,
Oh, baby.
Only $20 million.
But
And you got the number 1 receiver there for him.
you're not paying a running back.
Yeah, that's factual.
Why not?
I don't
He knows
like
the
that.
division. You want to stick it to Jerry? Let's get Dak throwing to Malik Neighbors if Daniel Jones doesn't work out.
I don't like that. I'm just going to just say that right now. That would hurt my heart.
Dak is a giant. Number 4 on this list. They just gave their quarterback a few more $1 million to make him happy, and something was brewing. And everybody keeps talking that this guy might not want to play much longer for whatever reason. Let's just say anything, that there's smoke and fire, and that maybe the Los Angeles Rams want to bring Dak into the fold. I'm really spitballing here.
I mean, I like that.
Which
as
also
a
gives you an
season
idea
ticket holder,
again, of how the Cowboys are probably sitting here thinking, like, where's Dak going to go? Who wants to pay this man that much money? Who wants to bust up their cap and their plans? So Dak might not have as much leverage as he thinks, blah, blah, blah. That the Rams are actually even sitting on this list. But you never know. He certainly could win a Super Bowl here.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3.
That's true.
A good one.
What if this team decides to go in their completely opposite direction of what they appear to be doing right now? In terms of paying a quarterback way lower than the annual average value of somebody that can take you to the Super Bowl, or you're hoping is young enough to do it. What if the Seahawks decide to throw their hat in the Dak ring and put Dak to Seattle? And it's Dak and DK. Okay? All right? You got DK and Dak. All you need is the A. And he brings his A game.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I'm just throwing that out there. He can win a Super Bowl in Seattle. You kidding me? Seattle's also one of those places you just stare at the Puget Sound, go to work, and it ain't nearly as loud or as crazy as Dallas. And by the way,
drink the coffee.
I just saw in hour 2, there's this beautiful wall that's wide open. You could put a mural of him in there.
Nice. Good callback.
Kenneth
All right,
Walker.
number
Callback.
2.
Callback.
Number 2 on this list. What if this team just, tries its best this year with with the kid on the first-year contract or the 21st century Ken Stabler. It doesn't work.
Now you're cooking, Rich.
What if the Las Vegas Raiders bring Dak to town and Dak goes in the division with Mahomes and Herbert, and Dak's there, and the Raiders have Dak as their guy moving forward?
I think Jason Feller would accept that.
Now you're cooking, man.
And now Devontae Adams isn't cursing.
Yeah. He's not worried about getting killed out
He doesn't want to get killed.
All right.
Get me out of here.
And the autumn wind is Dak Prescott. Why not? He can win a Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Could he?
I think so. Number one on the list. Why not indeed? If it doesn't work out,
here we go.
With this guy who's got multiple rings and his one last chance at trying to make his way to the Hall of Fame. And let's just say the kid that they also got for a mere bag of shells doesn't really light their fire. Why wouldn't the Pittsburgh Steelers say, Dak, come on in? It's totally out of their realm of like, let's pay a quarterback $60 million a year.
Black and gold. Here we go. Getting the two guys they just got was out of their,
Well, the two guys that they got, the two guys that they got, put them together. What does it cost them? Not like a very small percentage.
But it was
of this.
already an unconventional move for them.
But the Steelers bring in Dak, they can win a Super Bowl on the spot. Certainly with the young kids that they have on offense, their coach, who I really love, and a defensive player of the year in TJ Watt.
Stay by your phone, man. I may need you.
Stop it.
That's my top 5 spots that Dak can win a Super Bowl outside of Dallas.
You think we need one more?
All right, why not?
Oh, come on.
All right, we'll get one more.
Another one?
I mean, they asked this guy the other day. You said you were going to give this team 2 years. This is year 2. So does that mean this is it? What if it is for Aaron Rodgers? Aaron's, if I believe, he's making $50 million annually right now, and I don't know. Again, I'm just throwing it out here because I don't know what they put on the credit card that would have to be on next year's cap. But let's just say Aaron Rodgers decides that he isn't indeed done. Not too far to throw a few more million on the fire and bring Dak to New York.
Here, coach.
But wearing green.
Here, coach.
Maybe Dak to the Jets. I don't know. But, you just sell a few more bottles of shampoo. Make it up. And Johnson brings in Dak.
If Dak becomes a free agent, I mean, we know how
That's my top 5 list.
Great job. We know how great the Hard Knocks offseason's been. I need a Dak free agency Hard Knocks. If this goes down.
Oh, just a
one-man Hard Knocks.
I'll call it free agent. Well, you can call it free agent
of Dak,
and you follow him and other free agents
going all around, taking interviews, and then the GM's on the phone trying to figure it all out with the agent.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Yeah.
Are there sprinklers?
Yeah. It would be so good.
So the only other team that I left off this list that would potentially have a spot is New Orleans. I left them off. Now, and again, that's 7 places. But someone would have to say, oh, okay, that's a lot of money. We weren't planning on paying a quarterback $60 million per. We haven't set up our plan, our free agency. I mean, our cap plan into the future. We have to pay this person, that person, this person. We don't have the space, or we'd have to blow up our plans for Dak. Maybe that's what Dallas is counting on, that his market is as great as he is. His price tag's too damn high for a lot of people to just blow things up. Because I'm not sitting here going, what would be great? Cincinnati would be great. Cleveland would be great.
Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Cleveland might have an opening.
No, it's not.
Come on.
He's still on. No. I'm not going to sit here and go Denver. They're going to just ditch Bo Nix, or Tennessee. They're going to ditch Levis. I don't think so.
Tennessee would ditch Levis for that?
I don't think so. I mean, if Levis, dude, not to go totally crazy here, because you know how I feel about the people sleeping on the Titans. If Levis is as good as we saw him show his flashes to be towards the end of last year, I know that's a lot of caveats in one sentence. But if he's that good, he's got 3 great receivers and an offensive line with one of the best coaches coaching him up and 2 dynamic running backs to hand off to. And a coach who comes from the McVay tree. I mean, why would you just after 2 years just go, you know what we'd rather do? Even though we've got at least 2 more years of contractual control, if not 3, on a young quarterback. You know what we'd rather do? We're going to just go and get $60 million per. And again, I think that's what Dallas is kind of banking on too. Everybody's like, oh gosh, Dak is a free agent. We could lose him. Well, where to? I just gave you the only options. It's not going to be Atlanta. They just did some crazy thing in the draft. It's not going to be Carolina. It's not going to be Tampa. They gave Baker a couple years here. It's not going to be Chicago. It's not going to be Minnesota. It's not going to be Detroit. It's not going to be Green Bay. It's not going to be Philly. It's not going to be Washington. It's not going to be the San Francisco 49ers or the Cardinals. It's not going to be the Chargers or the Chiefs. It's not going to be Houston or Indianapolis or Jacksonville. It's not going to be the Ravens. It's not going to be the Bengals or the Browns. And it's not going to be the Dolphins or the Bills or the Patriots. You do the quick look-see, not a lot of places. All it does take, however, as we know, is one. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.